up, Trojan fans? We back. Week 2. Episode, what we on? 6 now?
This is 6, man.
Episode 6.
You know
B&B Talk SC. What's going on? I'm your man Brandon with my man Vince. How you doing?
What's cracking, man?
Oh man, you know we in here. We in here.
We in here, y'all. You know, another video, yet another edition. Wrapping up week 1. Gonna go ahead and, you know, talk about that game, you know, against UNLV.
Right.
Then we're gonna do a little preview, you know, of what's to come, right? You know,
big
we got
game
Stanford
coming up this week, man. Big game against Stanford, opening up the conference play. So
yeah.
Let's get into it.
Man, let's get into it. So, you know, speaking on game 1, you know, against UNLV, you know, headlines going into the game, you know, JT Daniels' first start.
Right.
Monroe St. Brown's premiere, you know, all the whole recruiting class, but obviously more emphasis on the quarterback, true freshman. Right. You know, well, what did you think? Yeah.
I thought JT, for his first performance, did pretty well. He did pretty well. Obviously, there's some things to work on, which you kind of expect. You know, he didn't get all the first team reps during camp and during, you know, not till about a week going into game prep.
Right.
So, you know, you could see that some of the chemistry with the receivers was a bit off. Ball placement, you know, and like he said, I kind of watched the interview with him this week, and he said, you know, game speed and practice speed is 2 different things. So it's taking him some getting used to, but 22 for 35 ain't bad. Nah. I was a bit surprised he threw the ball 35 times in his debut. Yeah. But, you know, he handled it. He handled it pretty well.
Man, you know, I think he handled it pretty well for his first start. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he was out there computing. He was figuring it out as he was playing. You know what I mean? So... Yeah. I mean, I fully expect him just to, you know, he probably was in the film room that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, he probably was watching
most
film,
definitely.
You know, snippets or something that night. Like,
most definitely.
That kid is you know, I give him a solid like B+. You know what I'm saying?
I give him a B+.
I mean, you know, that's his first game.
I give him a B+.
He should have been playing for modern. He should be playing for modern day right now.
Yeah, he should. He definitely should. And like you said, he got used to the speed of the game as it went along. You could see the offense kind of catch their rhythm in the fourth quarter, which we felt was a little late. Yeah. But, you know, they caught their rhythm. Right. So that was a good sign, you know. Exactly.
Like you just said, man, it took them a while to catch their rhythm, man. But I fully expected it, though. You know what I mean? I just knew he wasn't going to go out there and it was going to be like modern day, you know. Right. You know, he got to figure it out. UNLV was coming hard. I mean, much love to UNLV too, man. They put up a fight.
They actually had a really good game plan.
They put up a fight, man. They was out there real scrappy, so, you know, give them credit.
Yeah, you know, and I think the one thing that may have disappointed me a little bit is we were in the red zone early 4 times. Yeah. Came away with field goals. Yeah. You know, one of those possessions, at least one. We needed to score a touchdown. We needed to put that emphasis down early and start to pull away, because that might have changed a lot of things as far as UNLV side went. They were able to maintain running the ball, you know, because the score was close. Right. If we'd have stretched it out a little earlier, maybe they would have been forced to throw the ball,
which would have led to turnovers, possibly that type of thing.
You know, so I don't want to, you know, be too negative, but at the same time, you know, even the coaching staff is harped on it. We get in the red zone that many times, we got to score touchdowns.
Oh yeah, and I think that, you know, that's, you know, I think we definitely all understand that. You know what I mean? It's like, you get down there, you do all that work, you got to punch it in, you know what I mean? You got to punch it in, you know. So, but on the plus side, man, our kicker went 5 for 5.
Hey, McGrath had a good game.
Our kicker went 5 for 5.
Yeah. I think he set a record or something.
Hey, he tied the record, I think, for
and he had a couple
season openers or some shit. Yeah, he had like 2 40 plus. He had a 46 and like a 44. I think
he had some good, nice kicks
from the hashes too. That was all over. Like,
in the past, you know, we'd have looked at like,
bruh. You know we get nervous when if I see one of our kickers line up on either hash from more than 40. Ooh, you know, we'll see what happens.
But no, that's a very reassuring sign right there.
Yeah, he went 5 for 5, man. You know, he's got us. Looks like he's got us form back because he was hurt a little bit last year.
Yeah, he was.
You know,
he was. And we got to forget this kid was a walk-on last year.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we forget that, man. I think the defense did okay. They put us in a good position. They had their moments. They had some good plays, and they had some lapses. It was kind of the same thing from last year. You know, consistent for a number of plays, and then you give up a big one. Right. You know, I go back to that reverse, and I just can recall 4 bodies thinking they saw what they didn't see,
right?
And Lexington Thomas running down the sideline for 7.
Yeah, they
so
you know they
got to clean some stuff up for sure.
Yeah, they definitely caught us slipping with that one. I mean,
got us with the
I think and that was I seen my boy young Hunter Eccles out there, on that outside.
Yeah.
He wasn't the only one to get fooled, but if he would have had a little more outside contained, maybe it was he might have they had him closed off. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of Hunter, it was a lot of young kids out there on defense, and I will say it was a lot of young kids out there when some of those big plays happened.
Yeah.
But you got to learn under fire.
Exactly. You live and you learn.
That wasn't a play where Porter was in there. That wasn't a play where John Houston was in there. That was a play where it was some young guys. And
it was a matter of fact.
They got taken advantage of.
Yeah, because Kanai was out there.
Yeah, Kanai was out there.
All the young linebackers was out there. I believe.
Cam was the only vet out there on that play.
Okay.
Because Cam doesn't really have a backup right now, but he may. We're gonna touch on that later on too.
Woo! Yeah, we are for real. But yeah, that play. The one play. The pass play.
That was a tight one too.
Yeah, that was a real tight. I actually give the quarterback Amari Rodgers credit because that window he fit that bad boy in there. It was like this. You know what I'm saying? It was hands everywhere.
Definitely a tight window. Yeah. Cam was a fingertip away from getting a hand on that one. I noticed some missed tackles in the game. That could be a first game type of deal, but as physical as a camp as we've read about and heard about, I just expected the tackling to be a bit more cleaner.
Yeah.
Even on the first play, I hate to harp too hard, but even on the first play, Isaiah Palomino forced a fumble. Congrats to you, 21. Big up.
Yeah, for real.
Malik Dorton missed the tackle.
Yeah, Malik was right there. But hey, man, things work out the way they're supposed to work out, bro. Yeah. We got a turnover on the play.
We did.
On a play when the guy should have made a tackle in the backfield.
But that might not be a turnover against Stanford.
It might not be. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Malik might make that play against Stanford. So you got to look at it both ways.
And that's the things. Those are the little things we got to clean up going into the Stanford game. But all in all, I think SC played pretty well considering, all the new starters in the system. Playing a lot of young guys for the first time. Yeah. A lot of freshmen, a lot of redshirt freshmen. Yep. So you can't be mad at 43-21. Right.
That last touchdown was some bullshit, but whatever.
Yeah, of course
that's what we do. SC, that's just how it is on that first game, man. Especially when they slot us in that damn noon spot, man, which I hate. It's like we still be sleepwalking, halfway through the game.
We sleepwalk through about 3/4.
Yeah, basically, but on to Stanford though, On to Stanford, this is, y'all already know this is Stanford. Hey. So, you know what, man? We need to. You want to go to the game, man?
Man, I always want to go.
This is Stanford. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what? Let's be. Every year I try to go to the Stanford game when they in our house, and it's always I've been sick for 2 games. Had tickets. Yeah. Last year we driving to the game from Vegas. I'm sick as a dog. I'm like, nah, we gotta go, babe. We gotta go. Halfway there, I open my eyes for the first time. Start throwing up. She like, nah, we going back home. Man. So me and Stanford games, I don't know if it's anxiety build up or what. I can't make it. Ever. I can't make it.
But you know what, man? In all seriousness, this is a huge game.
No, it is.
You know what I mean? It's everybody knows. Bryce Love, Artesia Whiteside, Arzega Whiteside.
You know
what I'm saying? They got some weapons. They got tight ends always.
Trent Irwin is still up there.
Trent Irwin is still there.
Kid who I feel like has been playing college football for 8 years now.
Trent Irwin is 28 years old.
He looked like
everybody knows.
And J.J. Costello has been playing well. I know he doesn't get a lot of national pub, and it's still kind of confusing to me. Why not? Because even late last year when he came into the fold with Stanford's offense, he's been very consistent. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't turned the ball over a whole lot. He's got a really good arm. He was a kid we recruited out of high school. I think he came from Santa Margarita, didn't he? Yeah. So, Stanford's got their fair share of weapons. We know they're a good coach team. David Shaw is always going to bring those guys ready to play. They're coming off a strong win against San Diego State at home, and they got another home game against the Trojans, who you know, they could be looking for a bit of revenge. We beat them twice last year.
Oh yeah, we tapped that butt twice last year, so you know they're gonna be looking for the for the get back.
Right.
Bryce Love only had about 30 yards rushing last week, so you know he's gonna be looking to get back on track.
Right.
You know, I like what we got up front though. Quite honestly, you know what I mean. Not to, you know, I don't want to compare apples and oranges, but if San Diego State held them to, you know, 29 yards, not saying he's going to have 29 yards, but I think we can hold him in check.
The thing about it is, yeah, our talent up front is probably better than San Diego State's, but how sound are we going to be in our assignments? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what kills us against Bryce Love and all these explosive athletes. We miss an assignment, they bust a big play.
Right.
So we got to do our job up front. Everybody, from the guys who starting or the reserves who coming in for that play, you got to do your job, man. Do your job.
Yeah.
Basically, do your job.
I mean, yeah, that definitely, you know, that's definitely true, man. You know, but I think our guys are up for the task, man. I think they already know, you know, they know what it is. You know what I mean? They did it last year twice. You know, I feel like our defense is actually stronger this year up front. You know what I mean? We've seen Tefele in there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like what I saw out of Jay.
We've seen, you know, Brandon Peely in there. You know, he's got a hand thing, but he should be good for, you know, for the game. He should be all
right. They put a cast on it, I heard today, so he should be all right.
Right. Yeah, and then we kind of teased it a couple minutes ago, but, you know, we got to, you know, it might be a big addition to the linebacking core as well.
Yeah, so coming back this week from his torn meniscus, and really, if you think about it, it's about time. It's about the right amount of time because Porter came back around the same time.
Exactly, because he tore his like a week after Porter did. You know? So yeah.
You know, you got Paliie Giodiote. True freshman middle linebacker from Bishop Gorman High School out here in Vegas, and he was in practice today, Wednesday, and he was bringing the thunder, man. You could tell he was ready to get back on the field. Yeah,
you know, I mean, it was, you know, I felt like he was letting it be known, you know what I mean? Like, I'm back, you know what I'm saying? He was out there thumping today, you know, so.
Yeah, so, you know.
It's a hellified 5-star, you know, 245-pound linebacking beast, you know, so. Yeah. That's a good thing.
So, yeah, that's a good thing. We don't know how much he'll play, if any, against Stanford. I'm guessing he should get a few snaps in there, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to play, you know, I mean, he's been practicing all week. We just, you know, I mean, we've been out there, you know what I mean? So I don't see why he wouldn't be a part of the game plan, you know.
Yeah, so hopefully we get a peek at that. Now, you know, we got a little bit of a surprise before last game after we filmed our episode. We lost another safety in Bubba Bolden, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that forced some young guys to step up. But we saw all of them play. We saw Isaiah Palomar go in there and get the start.
Exactly. Forced a fumble on his first play.
Right. We saw C.J. Pollard go in and do some good things, man.
Yeah, shout out to C.J. Pollard. You know what I'm saying? I seen him break up a pass in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, big shit. Big up to him.
And we saw Talanoa Hufanga in there for some plays, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, Marvell Tell holding it down at the free safety spot, doing his senior thing, you know?
Yeah, you know, Marvell made some nice tackles, man. He
made some nice tackles.
A couple of dudes.
Man, I honestly thought, I feel like, you know, as good as UNLV played last week, I hope Amari Rogers is ready for the next week because he took some shots last week, man. Yeah, a couple of them from Marvell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, he was getting punished out there. You know what I'm saying?
So defense is definitely. I saw the physicality there. I could tell that they, you know, went tough in camp and season preparation. I'm just interested to see how that's going to translate week 2 against Stanford, another physical team, a conference game. On the road, you know, and let's be honest, a lot of national pundits after Washington lost to Auburn this week, Pac-12 is out of the playoffs. This game is a very determining factor for the Pac-12 making a bid for the playoffs this year, man.
Hey, we ready, man. We ready. This game is, like you said, this is, almost a damn near top 10 matchup. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we ready, man. You know, the guys, they know what it takes to beat a good Stanford team.
Right, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
The coaching staff knows what it takes. You know, the players know what it takes. We just got to make it happen.
We just got to make it happen. You know, like you said, play mistake-free football, man, and just go out there and just get it in. Like, that's our slogan, get it in.
Let's get it in, man. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. But yeah, man, what else? So another freshman. I mean, we go through a couple freshmen But I just got to speak on Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, man. How can we not speak on Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Hey, bro, look like he's ready to go to the league. He looked like he's a third-year player already. He looked like he's a junior, you know? The polish.
It's hard for me, and this is not a knock on the other receivers. If y'all have watched our previous episodes, you know I love Tyler Vaughns. I love Michael Pittman Jr., but I just feel like until JT is all the way comfortable, Amon needs to be on the field more often just because they have such chemistry. And even if that chemistry is going to draw a double team to a true freshman, it'll open up things for those other guys, for the tight ends, you know. Exactly. Another thing that kind of impressed me about JT is he wasn't afraid to work the middle of the field.
Yep.
You know, we've seen in the past where Cody Kessler just would not throw that pass over the middle of the field.
Right.
So that shows you the type of grit and the type of confidence this young man has. He worked in between the hashes. You know, he threw some good outside balls. I know he wishes he could have that one back to Tyler Petit over the middle early. You know, because man, Tyler was running.
Yeah,
he was running, man.
Yeah.
But he's gonna get better, and I think having Amon out there is gonna help him get better faster. You know.
Exactly. You know, it's simple. It's simple multiplication. Like, you know what I mean. You got a true freshman quarterback. You got to have your security blanket out there with him. You have to. You have to. And the thing is, it's not even like you're forcing it because this kid is that good.
He is good.
He is that good. Like, seriously, like. Anybody who watched the game, man, that's a true freshman out there. You know, that's a guy who's playing his first ever game in the Coliseum. One play that basically, sums up his whole experience, my whole experience watching him in his first game. First of all, he's on punt return as a true freshman. You rarely see a freshman out there returning punts. But this guy's out there basically playing. You know what I mean? Yeah. This dude did like a little flip, did like a little. He ran up to the ball like he wanted to, like he was getting ready to touch it, and the defender was coming at him, and he kicked his foot back real fast. Like, you usually don't see a true freshman out there doing nothing like that. Like, you're just thinking about fielding you just want to field the punt. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's all you worried about. He out there relaxed, just playing. So, I mean, it's a different kid, man.
It just speaks to the testament of what our coaches are doing in recruiting and how the game is changing a bit. You know, these true freshmen, year after year after year around the country are just making bigger impact, man. And we got two of the best out there. I'll say that, man. If not some more, that'll start to shine a little bit as the season progresses. But we definitely saw from those two early on, and we're gonna need them to make explosive plays this week against Stanford.
Yeah, we definitely are. And I think I don't even think we have to even worry about it. You know what I mean? And like you just touched on a good point too, how you mentioned like eventually teams are gonna start double teaming him.
They might have to.
They might have to. And when they do, Tyler Vaughns is still there. You know what I mean?
Michael Pittman is still there. Tyler
Trayvon Sidney, shout out. Trayvon Sidney, shout out.
Game,
Yes, still there. So if that happens, I mean, go ahead, pick your poison.
And one thing I definitely like about what our coaching staff is doing, they're not putting Amon strictly in the slot, not putting Tyler Vaughns and Michael Pittman strictly on the outside. Right. They're moving those guys around, looking for the matchup.
Exactly.
Looking for the mismatch. Looking where can we put this guy to take advantage of the cover that they probably gonna give us on this play.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not like it's gonna be easy to find one guy versus another guy. You know.
Yep. So. No, they definitely moving them around, man. They definitely, that's one thing, I could say I liked on the offense, you know what I mean? Because, like you just said, you've seen them on the outside, you've seen them inside. It's all about trying to find that matchup. So
right. And another aspect of the offense where we're going to have to improve a bit this week is in the running game. And I think one of the things that may help there is Toa Lobanon is back this week. Toa Lobanon should be the starting center this week. Brett Nealon performed honorably in his first start as a redshirt freshman. He had a pretty good game, not a lot of missed blocks, not a lot of busted assignments. He made sure the O-line got their calls in. But, in total, we talking about really a 5-year veteran guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? A guy who started as a true freshman, ended up having a red shirt later on because of injuries. Right. But, and Toa back on that O-line, I think it just solidifies a few things. We got to see a nice little rotation on the O-line. I'm not sure if that'll cause any movement this week amongst the starters or whatnot, but I heard some things about some packages that we may see against Stanford with a 6-0 lineman in there. I don't want to bring you guys some news that might not happen because we've heard this before. Yeah. But I'm hearing from a pretty good source that we may see some packages with a 6-0 lineman in there to kind of get that running game sparked a little bit.
Yeah. And we got the bodies to do it, man. Toe is big. Toe is big in a lot of ways. He's a leader out there. You know what I mean? He's obviously got hellified experience all over the line. So it's only a plus having him out there.
Right.
But to speak to them packages, we've been hearing about some real beef. You know what I mean? We got Vera Tucker out there. We got plenty of linemen we can
Vera
use.
Tucker and Justin Dedich are the two names I've been hearing about in these beef up packages. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Saturday 5:30. I believe the game is on Fox this week.
It's on Fox.
So you got any predictions as far as scores go this week? I know the spread is what, Stanford 4 minus 3.5, minus 4.
Yep. Last time I seen it was -4.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, man, I feel like it's gonna be one of them just classic throwback. You know what I mean? SC Stanford games. You know what I mean? I don't think we're gonna see a high scoring game. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be pretty much blow for blow. You know what I mean? But of course, the good guys, we're going to pull it out at the end. You know what I'm saying? JT Daniels going to go ahead and throw a game-winning touchdown.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? He's going to go ahead and do that. Fight on for the good guys. 21-14.
21-14. Okay. I'm in that same ballpark. I'm going more 24-17 though. Okay. So add a field goal to each team. You know what I'm saying? But I still think we pull out the win on the road. Big game for the Trojans, and they got to get it done, man. If they want to keep, the dreams of a championship and a playoff berth and a Pac-12 title alive, they got to get this early one. They got to. It's a conference game.
Yeah, I mean, it's the season. I mean, it starts early. We got our quote unquote warm up, even though that wasn't even really a warm up. Yeah. And now it's on to the real.
Yeah, because there's no more easy games after this. I don't care what people say about the Pac-12 and the level of competition. At the end of the day, these are teams that play each other every single year. Right. They know their opponent. Right. You look around. I know Arizona didn't have a great opening day, but Khalil Tate is still a threat. And eventually, once Kevin Sumlin learns that team is going to look a little bit different. Herm Edwards went out with Arizona State, had a good first game.
Yeah,
against a team who's been my underestimated team, my underdog team for about 3-4 years now in UT San Antonio. So they went out and had a good game.
Yeah, they did. And you can't knock them. I mean, you can't never count ASU out, man. They got a beast out there in the Kill Harry, man. He's a monster. He's a first round pick. So I mean, you got to give him credit.
So
UCLA always. Yeah. Hey, what happened? UCLA.
Chip, where you at?
You know what I'm saying? Fourth and y'all went for it on fourth. Fourth down. You know what I'm saying?
Chocolate chip, Kelly.
And then your dude. Okay, let me talk about UCLA real quick.
Talk about UCLA.
So UCLA.
Hey, wait a minute. Who gonna be their quarterback now? Because his old boy gone. Is he done?
Who?
The
Bishop
starter.
Gorman?
No, I know Bishop Gorman is there.
The Michigan dude was starting, huh?
Yeah, Spates, wasn't he?
He got hurt, yeah.
He got hurt, man.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so they might have a balance in the true freshman's hands too, man.
Yeah, when I seen when I was watching the game, dude from Gorman was in there, Thompson.
Yeah, it's because old boy got hurt.
Okay, well, yeah, poor Bruins. But yeah, the boy Chip goes forward on fourth down. He doesn't get it. You know what I'm saying? UCLA were on their on their 36 or 33. Fool went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Luke Fickell, who's a grizzled ass coach, man, he's Ohio State. He coached Ohio State. He coached under Urban Meyer, so Luke Fickell, he a G with his. So he gets the ball back. They go down there, go for it. Well, actually, they didn't even score first. They went for it on fourth down. You know what I'm saying? Then they scored. You know what I'm saying? And then Chet Kelly and them got the ball back, and I don't know if they turned it over or something. I don't know.
I ain't even watched the game.
Yeah, man. But I just had to speak on them real quick.
I just already knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
4-8 this year.
Man, and now they got Oklahoma next week.
Ooh, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's going to be an ugly one. That's going to be an ugly one. Hang in there, Chip. Things might get better for you.
Oh, man.
I hope not, but they might.
Man, but back on this Trojan talk, man. Yeah, man. You know, do you have any last thoughts, man?
You know, I think we touched on everything that they need to do, man. Play good defense, you know, which includes, one thing we didn't kind of talk about is the matchups on the outside. It's going to be a lot of one-on-ones out there. When those 50-50 balls is up in the air, we can't let them win 50 of them. Yeah. We can't let them win 50% of those. Man. We got to shut that down.
We got to, go 1 for 4 on them joints, man.
Right.
Isaiah Whiteside, that's what he does. You know what I mean? And they tight ends. They got them big ass tight ends.
They got some big tight ends.
They're gonna try to hit them seams over the middle. You know?
One thing the coaching staff has talked about this week is efficiency on 1st and 2nd downs. Force that 3rd and long. You know what I mean? Force it to where we don't have to play single man coverage on the outside on 3rd downs. We can scheme them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know they got to throw the ball in that situation. So I think if the defense holds it down, we can get the running game established, take some of the pressure off JT, and when JT does have to throw the ball, keep a security blanket out there and I'm on Ra, man. I think we got a good shot. I think we should, take care of business.
Yeah, I agree with all that, man.
So there it is, man. Short episode. That's good.
Yep.
Y'all can watch it, enjoy it, man, and we'll holler at you.
We'll holler at y'all, man. Fight on. 21-14. USC.
24-17. Either way, 7-point game. We're going to get it.
We're going to get it.